When an athlete's dealing with jumper's knee, the quadriceps can lose muscle strength and size. The patellar tendon can lose strength, stiffness, and be painful. So doing things that train the knee extensor mechanism can help all of these things. The leg extension, probably the best way because it can really isolate the knee extensor mechanism. Here's an example of a Spanish squat, another great way to train the quadriceps, train the patellar tendon. Here's an example of a split squat with the back foot up, put the back foot up, put more stress on the front leg. That's a great way too to train the quadriceps, train the patellar tendon. Now, let's say you're using squats as your main way that you think are training the quadriceps or training the patellar tendon. Now, if we're talking about doing a traditional thing, putting a bar on your back, putting a bar on the front, doing a goblet squat, you can only lift so much weight because it's limited by balance and it's limited by your low back or it's limited by your core. So for me, for example, I can squat with a bar on my back about 500 pounds, and right here, I'm only doing about a half squat. If I did a half squat, maybe I could do about 600 pounds with a bar on my back. But the problem is the low back gives out, or it's a balance issue. So how much am I really getting on the quadriceps? How much am I really getting on the patellar tendon? If I want those things to adapt and adapt as much as possible, I should probably do something where the low back and balance is not the limiting factor. So here's a pitch shark. I'm doing 9 plates on each side. There's no way I could possibly do that with a bar on my back. The pitch shark is a great thing to use. A leg press is probably a great thing to use. Now, we're just trying to get the quadriceps and the patellar tendon to adapt. Squats are great. They're good for everything else. But if we want maximal adaptation, we should probably get on a pitch shark or we should probably get on a leg press. Right here, I'm doing a calf raise because researchers say jumper's knee is about the quads and the calves. We're training the gastroc. There's no way I could do 9 plates on each side if I had a bar on my back. Balance would be a limiting factor. The spine would be a limiting factor. So a pitch shark is a great thing to use. A leg press is a great thing to use. Strength coaches, we often talk about ticking a lot of boxes, but if you're trying to tick multiple boxes at once, you're probably never ticking the box of maximal adaptation of the quads and patellar tendon and maximal stimulus on the calves. So try it out and enjoy.